murdered, and somehow they get no time. Even if you accidentally kill somebody, you are still a murderer, especially when you plead guilty to felony murder. Marijuana will get you more time in jail than killing somebody, especially when it comes to a black man here in America, unfortunately.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Day one, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day one is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously,
Yes.
dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to want to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Wavy boy, go crazy.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's hump day.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Thank you for joining me this October 15th, 2025. We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, salute to everybody that's joining the show in the chat out there in Radio Land. Who we got in the chat? Kawanda, Not Really the City Girl, Mo the Elephant. We got Willie in the chat. Anita, Jeff, Josh, Sincere Running Ray Real. Thank y'all for joining the show. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot going on. I got another family that had an incident in the city where their loved one, LaShawn, was killed near Val Phillips and Clark, right here in the city of Milwaukee. The family is offering a reward for anybody that has any information who's responsible for the death. This is another tragic situation in the city, but like I said, the family is having a gathering. Once I get off the show today, the family is having a gathering, and they've asked me to come and assist the family in their efforts to bring justice to a sad situation. LaShawn Kristen, it has been unalived in the city. And I'm reading what they sent me. I posted it on my social media. And once again, I'll tell you this. This is what we have to do. This is what we're here for. This is what the Tory Lowe Show is about. It's about making sure that we tackle the tough issues in our community, but also discuss things from all over. But I'll tell you this, it's one of those things where when I tell y'all, when we talk about the situations that are happening in our communities, it's so random. Nobody knows when something tragic is going to take place. But this is why we have to get in the mode where we're about that action instead of being so reactionary. But now we have to get somebody off the street. And I made this post yesterday where I was talking about if anybody had any information about who was involved with LaShawn. And the thing is, we got to start flipping the script. We got to start flipping the script. If you out here harming innocent life, you got to go in the trash. And I keep telling people that we have allowed low vibration ideas to run our neighborhoods. The low hanging fruit ideas of gangsterism, pimping, all of that stuff is like a low frequency. And we have accepted that. And many times when I talk to people in the community, they don't even do that kind of stuff, DJ Brothers. I mean, it's commercialized, but it's not, most of y'all not in those lifestyles. Most of y'all not living like that. But in your imagination, y'all have conjured up an imagination. And that sometimes can be just as dangerous
as it being in a lifestyle, because you basically pretending to be something that you're not. We out here for real in these communities, and there's some brothers and sisters on the front lines that's trying to turn it around. It's some former gang members out here trying to turn things around. It's some former people that was out here pimping and doing all that stuff out here trying to turn things around. Because they know the end results of a lot of these low vibrating concepts. This is why we got to get back to community, because that is where we build. That is where we thrive. That is where when we talk about the village, that's where we are when it comes to village. We got to start getting rid of these people that are causing harm to innocent life. We got to stop affiliating with this type of idea, with this type of vibration that's running the community to the ground. I can say something, but I'm gonna say this. If we continue to accept low vibration concepts, dead or in jail concepts, snitching concepts, like you a resident, you're not a gangbanger, you're not a gang member. You're not out here human trafficking folks. But why are you holding standards that allow these ideas to thrive? The gig is up. The gig is up. We got to stand 10 toes down and stand against people that's willing to harm innocent life. That's where I draw the line in the sand. And I always said that. We got to draw the line in the sand. At some point, we're going to have to get out of these mind frames that keep us in the hole, in the rut. Understand what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? The time is right now. The time is right now to start working against a lot of the sickness that's going on in our communities. I will be at the event. I will be working with the family of LaShawn Christian. I'm by request, but I'll answer the request to help bring justice to the family and to all families that reach out, and I accept the request. But if we don't change the mentality, that low vibration, criminal-minded mentality that a lot of people have accepted through music, maybe through social media, maybe through even family members. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. It's going to continue to get worse, and we're going to continue to stand by and watch the loss of innocent life every day. We got to get our community moving forward in the right direction. And the right direction is to stand up and hold people accountable for their actions. And not aiding and abetting, and it's cool to harbor criminal mentality. It's cool to harbor people that are out here causing destruction to the community. That's trash. That's trash. And they trash for doing it. It comes a time where we got to rise above and say, this is the standard. And the standard is you cannot bring harm to innocent life. Man, woman, or child. Let that be the standard. Let that be the way we move forward. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretend conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Hey, Truth Nation, it's your girl DT from The Truth Unfiltered with DT and Dr. Ken Harris. Now listen, at a critical time, through the Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, Old National Bank provided the resources I needed to sustain my business. Now the process had its challenges, but I was supported, and it was also an invaluable learning experience for future ventures. I am so grateful for the support that helped my business thrive. Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to approval.
Join us for the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's annual Black and White Ball on November 1st at the Bear Center. This elegant evening supports vital programs in employment, education, and economic opportunity for our community. Enjoy an unforgettable performance by national recording artist Sean Hinton and step out in your finest black and white attire and be part of something transformative. It's not too late to be a sponsor or reserve your seats by visiting gmul.org. That is gmul.org. The Black and White Ball, building brighter futures together.
The 2024-25 Bucs season promises electrifying performances, unforgettable plays, and even more historic moments. Be part of it by securing your seats now at bucs.com/full. Bucs season ticket members get the best pricing, premier ticket locations, and exclusive benefits. Secure your season membership and lock in your seats for what's sure to be an unforgettable 2024-25 season at Fiserv Forum. This era of Bucs basketball is something special. Get your tickets now at bucs.com/full.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Just enjoy the ride, just enjoy the ride. Trust you gon' be alright, we gon' be alright. But if they wanna fight, it's gon' be a fight. Just get your brothers right and they gon' ride.
The wind blew in the new 1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. I was talking about somebody asked me a question the other day, and they was like, Tory, I was listening to the show, and you said you don't practice arguing with people. And I said, no, I don't. I don't even want to argue with you. We can talk. We can talk. But I don't feel like arguing with nobody. I think everybody proved their point, and we can keep it moving. But the young man was like, Tory, can you explain? Because I sometimes when people get on my nerves, I want to turn up on them, you know. And I'd be like, I understand. Well, especially in our community when we come from situations that we're already upset about multiple things. And I guess what the young man was basically trying to get was how a step-by-step approach to it. And I was like, I never thought about the step-by-step approach, but I know how to do it. But I just always tell people, just don't argue with nobody and keep it moving. Say, God bless you. And he was like, elaborate. So I told him a couple talking points on how to just avoid arguing with people. So I'm going to bring it to the air right quick before we move into a lot of these topics that we got to address today. But the one thing I always say when somebody wants to pick a fight with you, avoid taking the bait. That's the biggest one. Avoid taking the bait. Do not take the bait when somebody's trying to provoke you. They're trying to provoke you into the argument, so don't take the bait. Sometimes they'll say something shocking or provocative to you, and automatically it triggers you to respond in defense mode, and then there you go. You got the argument going. So, first of all, do not take the bait. They probably been sitting back saying, I'm going to get on his nerves today. Or I'm going to get on her nerves today. And some people know how to push your buttons too. It depends on how close they are to you or how much they know about you. They know what your trigger points is. But know when somebody approaches you with a low vibration or a negative kind of, in a negative type of way, don't take the bait. Stay calm. Always stay calm. Don't take the bait and stay calm. Understand that they want to see your reaction. They're looking for you to react. Stay calm. Agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. Hey, we don't have to think the same. We don't even have to believe the same. You got your way of thinking about it. I got my way of thinking about it. Easy, right? No. What they want is to divide and conquer the work. They want y'all to go back and forth. Agree to disagree. Hey, God bless you. I don't have to hate you because you believe opposite of me. And you don't have to hate me because I believe opposite of you. Agree to disagree. Stay calm. Don't take the bait. Agree to disagree. And then if there's a real issue that you can't avoid, focus on the issue. Focus on the issue and not the person. Try to separate the issue from the person and avoid personal attacks and criticism. Don't attack the person personally. Avoid that. And if they attack you personally, don't take the bait. And you got to pick and choose your battles. You know, my grandma always said you got to pick and choose your battles. Now, every instant is a time to turn up and fight and argue and run all wild from the mouth. You got to pick and choose your battles. And I'm going to tell you this, the last couple stories that I talked about yesterday, especially the one out of Dallas, where the woman was leaving the PetSmart, the Five Below, and the woman opened the door and she didn't say thank you. And then she followed her, got into an argument with her, and eventually took her life. And they say, how can you avoid that? Because as soon as the woman came from behind us, like, oh, you didn't say thank you or nothing like that? I probably would have said, thank you, I'm sorry. I was paying attention to something. Something was going on. I'm sorry. Thank you. That's it. Some of y'all y'all think it's cowardly to back down. It takes a lot more emotional intelligence to not argue, to not engage. You're stronger if you are able to master how to walk away. You're weaker if you take the bait. Because now that person is controlling your emotions. That's why they always race bait us. They know if they say something racist, our ears gonna perk up. If somebody say the N-word and they don't look like us, they know we gonna start looking. A trigger response. That's why they control our community emotionally when they want to send us a message. It's always through race baiting. Because they know we gonna pay attention. Oh, whoa, our ears gonna perk up. What? What's that? You know what I mean? A trauma response. So stop letting people control your emotions. You control your emotions. You pick and choose when you're going to take your battles. And you don't have to fight every battle, and every battle ain't worth fighting. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation. When I know I can control you emotionally, I got you. If I know I could come to you and make you get out of character or change your mood and shift your character for what comes out of my mouth, I got you. So make sure you master how to stay calm. Not taking the bait. Agree to disagree. And keep it moving. Let them have it. You ain't gotta win every discussion. Every discussion don't even need your response. All you gotta do is say, "Oh, okay, that's pretty okay. I see the way you think about that. I can, and let it go." But you got some people that always gotta fly off at the mouth. That's their thing. They practice flying off at the mouth, and when you're emotionally impulsive, anything can happen. Something petty can go from 0 to 60. And you thinking it's just that little moment that you're going to keep moving. You taking a chance because you may not be able to move any further in life after that petty moment can escalate to you not even being here no more. It's okay and it's stronger to walk away. You're actually the strongest person when you leave it alone. You know how hard it is to leave it alone? DJ Brother Z, you know how many times in my mind, what I was thinking in my mind and what was coming out of my mouth wasn't the same? I was looking like, okay. See, we all came from the block. Well, I came from the block. I was born and raised on 5th and North Avenue. I had to overcome a lot of obstacles to get to this point. But thank God I was able to understand and rationalize wisdom, understanding, and emotional intelligence, and I embraced it. You have to embrace vibrating higher when everybody around you is on a low vibration. And then you get to the point where you start separating from those that are vibrating low just so you can avoid a lot of toxic situations. So how to avoid an argument? Don't take the bait. Stay calm. Agree to disagree. And practice taking down. Every battle is not a battle that you should fight. I hope y'all got that. I hope that made sense, Truth Nation. This is why I say I don't even practice arguing because of those rules. Add them to your life and live longer. Live a long, strong life in positivity. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Your home has been working hard for you. Now it's time to let it work a little harder. With a home equity line of credit from Brewery Credit Union, you can turn the equity you've built into smart solutions. Pay off high-interest debt, remodel your kitchen, or take care of life's unexpected expenses with flexible access to funds when you need them. Apply today and put your home's value to work for you. Visit brewerycu.com or stop by Brewery Credit Union. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Coming with straight truth.
Tory, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you when I first started hearing your voice. And what you're doing, in the words of T-Pain and Gorilla, I love it.
Thank you, brother. Bless.
Hey, I'm down with you, man. I missed your last gathering, but the next one I'm going to be there, and I'm going to make sure I introduce myself because, hey, you're God in all circumstances.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Never miss a moment of the truth with Sherwin Hughes on the new 1017 The Truth.
Violence is a tool. Violence is a tool of oppression. It's a tool of subjugation. It's a tool of manifest destiny. Let's not say all of a sudden, oh, hip-hop music is why people are... No. Y'all know how America was discovered? Murder, slavery, human trafficking. The origins of violence predates hip-hop. Can we at least agree on that?
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
Drop my pants. I had to make sure I wasn't seen. I don't want nobody to get surprised.
This is a sick Negro.
I'm just a real one. I peed again, came on back. I said, what y'all been doing? We've been out here for 3 hours. Y'all ain't peed yet? Just sitting here, we playing beer pong, and y'all sitting here peeing next to me? I'm still itchy today. Thinking something wrong. Am I the only one that's astonished by this?
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are heading to the desert to play the Arizona Cardinals, who are now 2-4. Packers currently sit atop the NFC North at 3-1-1. The Brewers lose Game 2 of the NLCS 5-1 as they now have to head to LA. Brewers manager Pat Murphy says don't count this team out.
The one thing is you guys might have us counted out, and I understand that. 90% of the teams that have been in this situation don't win the series. But this team has been counted out a lot this year, and I think there's some fight left in them, and it'll be a little tougher path, right, doing it on the road, but we swept the Dodgers early in the year on the road.
Game 3 is Thursday at 5:08 p.m. You can listen to the game on 620 WTMJ radio. The Bucks end their preseason with a 3-1 record. They begin the season next Wednesday against the Wizards. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Now that's how you let the beat build, That's how you let the beat build, Now that's how you let the beat build, Let the beat build, And the beat go boom, 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 boom.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by your boy Tory Lowe and DJ Brother Z. Come on. Hey, look, I want to tell y'all this. social media is taking over everybody's life. Social media taking over everybody's life, and I gotta tell y'all this, and this is my pop culture report, because I think that this is something that's going on not only right here in where I live, but all over the country. You know what I see? I see everybody kind of being influenced by social media and using social media now as where they get their advice from. Because some of y'all ain't got nobody to really talk to or that knows certain things. But I'm going to tell you right now, I think that, you know how they used to say it's television programming, where they used to use television to program people? I think now the programming is now in the phone, DJ Brother Z. People looking for relationship advice in the phone. People are looking for financial advice in the phone. The phone is now the new television. The phone is now the new television. Look, I watch NFL on my phone, DJ Brother Z. I watch the NFL on my phone. It's like a TV, the radio. It's all kinds of things, but what I'm saying is I think now the TV and everything is now in the phone, and I think that everybody's life now is centered around having a phone. Like, people will send you messages through the phone, like through clips that they found on social media, and I just don't like it. I just don't like it. The natural conversations that we were having is now being shaped by scrolling. Like, people can't even think for themselves. And this is what I'm seeing. I want to know. This is the pop culture report, but I need somebody to call in. How much influence is social media having on your life, your relationship? Your affirmation, like, you name it, it's there. And I think a lot of people are being programmed at a high speed. So my pop culture report now is like, social media is now the new programming device. Now, we ain't even got into AI. Some of y'all ain't even seen the new AI technology where they're generating live humans in action. And I talked about that. They got Tupac out here now generated doing things that he would have never did. They got Michael Jackson. I seen a video with Jay-Z, Diddy, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Steph Curry all in this AI generated scenario that was gross. It almost made me want to throw up. All I'm saying is, all of this technology can be used for great things, and it can also be used for low-level, low-vibrating concepts. What I'm seeing is social media now, it's kind of like when they say we don't got Big Mama or we don't got OGs. Now we're finding that energy that we would usually find, or at least I'm Generation X. So when I grew up, you went down the street and talked to the old heads. You went down the street and talked to the old heads and they gave you that good advice. Or you went to church and gave you that good advice. Now you got to scroll to get the motivation. You can scroll on your device. This is where I say, okay, where are we getting the human interaction? Not Really a City Girl said, thank goodness that I was born before the birth of social media, because my influence comes from Psalms and Proverbs. In other words, the good book. All I'm saying is, they're getting everybody now, this next generation, this and what they doing in this day is unique to their time. But I'm gonna tell you right now, moving forward, a lot of people gonna be locked into these devices. Didn't I tell you the one time I was out recently and I looked into this restaurant and it was a family in the restaurant and everybody was looking at their phones, and I remember seeing a meme of this. The meme where everybody was at the table looking at their phones, and I said, I saw the real life reality meme in real life. So where are we getting the touch, the warmth, the humanity from right now?
Most people ain't getting it.
That's what I'm saying. It's looking like they turning everybody into the bots.
Because I can just get it from my AI.
You can get it. You can get any message, anything you could get is on. You can scroll and see it. If you want relationship advice, it's all divisive too. Because for every one side, like let's say if you're a man and you feel some way about the woman. Let's say you're a man and you feel some way about women. The opposite side is the woman feeling the opposite about the man. So it's both sides. All sides are out there. And when I tell people that until you go and try to figure out us as humans, sit down, talk to each other, and have decent conversations, you're using AI to shape your narrative. I remember folks used to have to go and read the Bible and then find out what they can use to manipulate somebody, and then they would read the scripture, and then they would come to you to manipulate you with the scripture.
Yeah, no, those days are long gone. All you got to do is just put the prompt into ChatGPT. How can I convince somebody to do X, Y, Z, or to take me X, Y, and Z? And there you go.
That's all you got to do is put it in the prompt and say, I want to do this. How can I talk to this chick? How can I talk to this person? Like, what do I need to do? Like, it's all right there. And like I said, it can be used for greatness. You can put in some of these, engines, how to start $1 million business with $500. DJ Brother Z. You can use Chat GPT. We had a discussion. I was on a meeting before I came in here about the future of the businesses and AI. I even seen where Walmart now is finna use AI, where you can make your orders with AI, with Chat GPT and Walmart. I think I sent you that. I think I sent you a clip of that. And it's about to go down. Yeah, Walmart partners with OpenAI so shoppers can buy things directly in Chat GPT. So now, Chat GPT and Walmart coming together. Hey, you might be closer to a bot than you think. Y'all thought that the mainstream media made you a bot. Y'all may have thought the mainstream media made you a bot, but it's here. And you can use it. It's two ways you can use the technology. You can use the technology to improve your life or continue to destroy your life. Now, I'll tell you this, the bot's going to use it. People that, that's botted out, you're going to use it and it's going to tell you what to do. But, if you go into the situation where you're working with it and it's advancing your ideas, the creativity, adding knowledge to you, I don't see that. That's not a bad thing. Kawan in the chat says, I'm convinced my phone is tapped. I cannot make this every night. No BS. You not everything we talk about the night between the class and instructor talks about. We discuss BS. Not you. Oh wow. She's saying it's tapped by GKB. Oh, the phone. She think her phone is tapped by GKB. But you know what it is, Kawanda? You know what it is? Every time you talk around your phone, it's like your phone is actually listening to you. I believe that they've been listening to you for a long time because they bust Google out because and Alexa because it's always listening. And when you turn on that microphone, it's always listening. So I believe when you talk about certain items, certain things that you're thinking about, it's going to run that through, and you're going to see a lot of that. I remember I was eating the peanut butter pretzels. I remember that I was out at a park, and they have brought me some peanut butter pretzels because that's one of my favorite things to eat, the peanut butter pretzels. Well, all of a sudden, I get in my phone and I scroll on Facebook. Guess what advertising I seen? Peanut butter, the new peanut butter and jelly pretzels. And they looked good too. And I almost ordered it, DJ Brother Z, but I remembered that I never seen that advertising until I had that conversation about the little bite-sized peanut butter pretzels. So now all I do is scroll and see peanut butter pretzels and peanut butter and jelly pretzels advertising. So I believe they listening. B. Brews says AI is only good for making good uncopyrighted music. Kimberly says, this reminds me of the movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise. Somebody else said that this AI generation is going to take us into the Minority Report. Sometimes they'll show you things ahead of time before they actually put it out in public, get your mind conditioned. But, hey.
Yeah, no, we're cooked.
Hey, we might be cooked, Brother Z. We might be botted out in the next couple of years. I remember it was this one movie, and somebody write this movie down if y'all can remember this movie. It was a movie, I don't know if it was Total Recall. I don't know. It was an old movie where there was this voice that sounded like Siri, and everybody was standing in the line with like white sheets, listening to the voice, moving in sequence, listening to the voice. I forgot the name of that movie. But it sounds like now, like, let's say when I get ready to go somewhere and I use Google Maps and the voice says, turn here, or there's a police officer up ahead. I'm listening to the voice guide me to where I gotta go. It's almost kind of scary. It's almost kind of scary. Brain Rot says Alexa has been listening since the early 2000s. You can list out all your I guess they say Alexa been listening. It listens to all your communications. Well, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with Tory, Lowe, and DJ Brother Z. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this.
Congratulations. Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away.
Aww.
So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
School's back in session.
Kids have their backpacks, school supplies, and new clothes. But are you ready as a parent? Families are the single most important factor in a child's academic success. This year, get to know your child's teachers. Stay engaged with their learning. Don't be shy about asking questions along the way. Because as a parent, you are your child's first and most important teacher. Learn more about how City Forward Collective is helping families, students, and schools thrive at cityforwardcollective.org.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Turn my headphone down a little bit. Yeah. 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 How much money you got? 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 How much money you got?
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We talking about this new AI generation. Well, Timberland dropped a new album or a project with an AI generated music artist. And I saw the video, DJ Brother Z. Did you see the video with the AI?
Not the full video, no.
I saw the tease, but I went to try to check it all out. But this AI thing is getting to the point where it's just anything you can imagine, you can put it in the AI generator and it'll come up. Now, Timberland got this new artist, and it's about to change how music is done. A lot of people was tripping over how Spotify and all of these other streaming services cut out a lot of the revenue for the artists. But now that the AI can generate the talent, where are we going with that? So is it going to be companies now? You can own your own record label now with AI-generated talent, DJ Brother Z, and you ain't never got to step into the studio. Didn't Sherwin Hughes come up with some music off his phone that he used for his show?
Yeah.
So you can come up with music, put an AI-generated artist on the music, it'll write your lyrics and everything, and you can have your own AI-generated record label without leaving the house. Do that sound about right, DJ Brother Z?
Say it again.
Do you think you can have your own AI-generated label just by using your iPhone?
I mean, essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to go to the studio no more. I even seen a new AI generator where they'll do your music video. You just put the song in there and some images in there, and they'll just create you a video. So you ain't even got to do nothing but pay your phone bill and your subscription to the AI generators. This is where it's going. Now, if Timberland is successful with this AI-generated artist, if they start saying that this AI-generated artist made so much money and sold so many copies, it's going to be a problem. DJ Brother Z, I think we may have to start our own AI-generated record label.
Keep me out of it.
Oh, okay.
I do not like AI.
You don't like AI? Oh, because they can take over your spot. Now they can get the big screen up with the AI-generated DJ and get to making the music. Wow. So Barbara said Truth Records. Hey, this is where it's going. Do we got any video of this? If you watch,
I'm trying to find it, but she's cussing in it.
Oh yes. So and they got her swearing. We can't even get no video because she's swearing. And the girl looked like she's of Asian descent. The AI robot, the AI generated artist that Timberland got. What's the name? What's the name of the?
Like Tata something.
Tata something. She looks like she's Asian descent, but she sounds like a black girl. She sounded and rapping and singing like a black woman, like a black artist. That's what it sounds like to me. There's a problem. RC says, to think if you like a song, you can have your favorite artist sing that song in their voice on AI. Yeah, they got a promotion. We playing some of it live as we broadcast live. We look at this. Okay, this is the perfect artist. She looks like she can be international. You could take her to China, you could take her to Asia, you could take her around the globe, but she got the black girl talent in her. Like, somebody from Asian descent ain't got this much flavor. So, I mean, we got a lot of flavor. Our artists, our talent, our creativity. But now you can take the artists, you can take whatever artist you want now and put the flavor into the artist. Program the flavor. ND Clear Publishing said it will never last. No, it's not original talent. All I'm saying is this is where it's going. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody look at this. This is the AI-generated artist with the Jabberwockies. Dancing with the Jabberwocky. I'm trying to tell you, this is ain't got what somebody in the chat, ND Clear Publisher says, no soul, no feeling. But this girl it got Timberland in the video, got the Jabberwockies in the video. She looked like she kind of got Asian descent, but moved like somebody that grew up on 5th and North Avenue, like got some rhythm to her. You can just make it up. Black Conscious on the lines. Let's see what Black Conscious got to say. Well, Black Conscious, we're going to have to hold you over because we got to run the break. We're going to run the break. We're going to come back. Stay on the lines, Black Conscious. We're going to get you at the top of the hour. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Come in with straight truth.
Everything got a message. I'll say this. Y'all can't be tired if y'all still messing with the negative energy. Every day I get on and say, the power of the tongue. Impulsive negative thoughts, reacting, and these kids watching you reacting all wild and crazy. The programming you watching on TV, the music. And now, like Security Mike said, it's popular to pop somebody. It's popular now. And these kids they coming back to somebody's house. They coming to eat a meal at somebody's house. They hanging out with somebody in the neighborhood who got a house, who paying the rent. They hanging out with you. They may be your relative. They may be your buddy. That social acceptance is there. Understand what I'm saying? So when we really tired, we gonna cut it off. We gonna stop it.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app. Where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the 7th generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile, the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. But don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 1017 The Truth.
Day one, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day one is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. Wisconsin lawmakers are passing a bill that would require public schools to ban students from using cell phones in classrooms. Supporters like Republican State Senator Rachel Cabral-Cabrera say that will help students focus.
When we look at polls, 97% of children will utilize their phone at least once a day within the classroom.
Democratic State Senator Melissa Radcliffe worries about communication during emergencies.
Would be a dangerous step backward in ensuring the immediate safety of our children, especially in the wake of recent horrific shootings and crises.
Most school districts across the state have already implemented some form of a cell phone restriction. The bill now heads to the governor's desk. It's an effort to revamp and renovate correctional facilities in Wisconsin. Governor Tony Evers is asking for the State Building Commission to release $15 million for the state budget to help state-run prisons. The release of the funding would help close down Green Bay Correctional Institution, Copper Lake, and Lincoln Hills schools. The funding would also help with the development of adding space to other state facilities and help establish vocational programs for inmates nearing their release date. The State Building Commission plans to meet on October 28th. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin has paused abortion services at the Milwaukee, Sheboygan, and Madison locations due to the Big Beautiful Bill. OBGYN and former congressional candidate Dr. Kristen Leary says this.
Family planning, it's STI screening for sexually transmitted infections, it's contraception, it's cancer screening, it's preventive care, so much other stuff. The way that the bill was written would take down Planned Parenthood clinics all across the country. And we don't want our patients who need all of these other services, who rely on these other services.
About 4% of Planned Parenthood services are abortions. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we've been talking about Timberland releasing this new AI artist, rolling it out. What does this AI artist does it have an impact on how we will see music in the future? Will everything be AI generated? What if they brought back the 80s Motown, regenerate them with new songs? Or
they're already doing that. Like any hip hop song or like any rap song, there's an AI Motown version of it.
Yeah, I saw that with 50 Cent. I seen this. So is this for sale? Or is this just a teaser? I mean, how is this going to affect us moving forward? We got Black Conscious on the lines. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. Black Conscious. How you doing, brother?
Knowledge yourself and health is wealth, King.
You may want to listen to some AI R&B.
Roger that. So we should not be surprised by this. Can you say Milli Vanilli and auto-tunes?
Milli Vanilli.
Take it a little step further. Yeah, remember they came out. They didn't know how to sing a lick.
Blame it on the rain.
So this been out for a minute. There's been plenty of other artists who've got on stage and lip sing, but I believe he's just testing it to see how it goes. He want to be ahead of the curve.
Mm-hmm.
The problem though coming in is when you try to take this on tour. Ain't nobody gonna buy tickets to hear whatever.
Maybe it'll be a light show because they got the hologram. Maybe it'll be like a whole bunch of lights, like how they do those raves.
So that was gonna be my other thing. Snoop and them threw a concert, had a hologram of Tupac, and that went over well.
Right.
So it's just the future. It's just the times now catching up. We're catching up to what is going to be the norm. But you also raised the question to Brother Z, DJ Z, and I could tell you now, and he'll contest to this, they already got fake DJs out here with these auto blend programs.
Oh, wow.
That's why when you see people bringing out computers and don't have wax, I question their skills. If they don't have two turntables, now don't get me wrong, you can have all four, but if you just start off with these computers where you just put in a disc and everything is going, I question your true skills. I need to see the needle drop on the wax and see you blend and not have an auto blender. So it's out there. That's why, when you said that to him, he could have told you, well, there's some fake ones out here. But this is not going to be the first, this is not going to be the last time you hear about this. We need to embrace this. And we need to go along with it because
and start as a company.
Nothing we can say to stop it.
Right.
Nothing we can do is stop. It's full steam ahead.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now, some of these artists are getting out here. Now, it just might be just for listening purpose only. And that's just the way it is. But when you talk about going and doing tours and stuff like that, all shit gonna
wow.
All stuff gonna change.
All right. All right. Thank you, Black Guy, just for tapping in. But this is why I say when we was coming up, and I'll use D'Angelo, rest in peace to D'Angelo, condolences to his family. He passed away due to a fight with pancreatic cancer. They was talking about that video, How Does It Feel? And they said D'Angelo didn't even really want to do that. It was his management. It was his team. He was trying to take the marketing to the next level, and they came up with him, coming out with that How Does It Feel video where it was just enough of the top part in the video that they didn't show his lower part, but that How Does It Feel video was real. You could feel that. You could, a lot of people felt the energy from that video. It changed his life. It actually made him stop doing music, they said. He stopped doing music because every time he would try to, perform the art, people was throwing dollars and trying to tell him to take his shirt off after that. So he was like, he didn't like that treatment because that video changed him into a sex symbol, and now they didn't really want to hear the music, DJ Brother Z.
And he was mad at that?
Yeah, he was mad at that because he was one of those people that wanted to take on that mantle of, soul singing, and now people were just watching him because they wanted him to take his shirt off. But like I said, this is where I say but what I'm trying to say is you can feel the energy off when it's real human, when it's real,
The emotion.
You can feel the emotion. You can feel the, But when you talk about AI, I think sometimes nowadays, for a long time now, music has been bubblegum out, even with the real artists. Like, songs don't stick around for a long time like they used to. Now a song will be a hit, and then it'll die out because I think they started manufacturing the same sound and copying the same sound. I remember when I was coming up, everybody wanted to be different. Everybody wanted to have their own stamp. Everybody wanted to take the music and not be like the other people. Now people hear one hit record and try to make 10 just like it. But when I was coming up, everybody, all the rock bands, all the rappers, all the singers, they wanted to have their own space. So where we set up for this AI to come, because I don't think that people even feeling a lot of the current artists. They may have a hit record, they may have, a hit summer, but it don't stretch like it used to. Gigi said, I stay listening to old school music. I'm never going to listen to AI artists laugh out loud. All I'm saying is, how is this going to change how our young people take in music? Will it change? I know some young people now, they going back and listening to Brandy and Monica. I was at the Bucks, and I saw that they was having Brandy and Monica, the Boy Is Mine tour coming. I was like, why they didn't have that back in the day? Because they had them feuding against each other. Now they coming back all these years later with the Boy Is Mine tour. But these young people, they went back and started listening to that stuff. I thought in my mind, can Monica and Brandy fill out the Pfizer? I don't know. Who think Monica and Brandy gonna have a packed Pfizer? Is anybody listening? But they got the Pfizer. The Boy Is Mine tour. It's probably 20 years too late for me, but these young people are starting to go back because the music back then was about love, dating, being in a relationship. When I hear this music now, I think I need like 2 or 3 girlfriends to fit in now. It's just, that's what it sounds like. And now if you listen to the Glorilla style, it's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got and they ain't got me.
Yeah, Glow.
Is that love? I don't know. It is what it is. I don't even know what I'm listening to or who I should, what is the love song right now? Somebody give me a love. It's a song out here that the young kids are saying, a girl said that she folded somebody's clothes and it's at the front. Meet me at the door. Like, that's the love song now.
Yep, it's called Folded by Kalani. I'm pulling it over.
Yeah, man, play some of this. This is what the kids is. This is what my daughter would sing. This is the love song right now. Kalani, Folded, yeah. It sounds dope. But what I'm saying is, this is their generation. She got the clothes folded, waiting at the door.
It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back.
Yeah, this is it. This is
when all I can think about is that since I seen you last. I know I didn't have to walk up.
Somebody said Kalani is one of the good ones.
All I had to do was ask for space.
Yeah, it sounds dope, but this is their love song era. This is the song right now that a lot of the people, is listening to. Listen, turn it up. This is what they sing. And it's a dope record. She done folded the clothes. Come get the clothes. And she waited till it got cold outside. She could have did it in the summer. She could have broke up with it when it was hot outside. That song hot, but you know, a lot of this is the new era of love songs, and this sound dope. But I remember when I was listening to SZA, and it was a part in the song where I couldn't hear what she was saying, where she was talking about hiding somebody's body and chopping up the body or something like that. It was a song that if you listen to the lyrics, you wonder like, what is this?
But this is my version of a love song.
Oh, this is DJ Brother Z version of the love song right now. Okay.
Come in, baby.
Here we go.
Come in, baby. Come in, baby. Come in, baby.
Oh, wow.
Come in, baby.
This the new love song.
Come in, baby. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it.
This what y'all
bust
doing
it, baby.
now?
Bust it, bust it, baby.
Oh, wow.
Bust it. Pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. Pop it, baby. Pop it, pop it, baby. Pop it.
What is?
Come in, baby.
This is why they saying there's a lot of people breaking up, because this song you can't last long with this one. If you got this on and you trying to get intimate with your significant other, this the 2 Minute Brother record. You just coming in to crash out. You just coming in to just blast it and go.
That's the weekend relationship love song.
This the weekend relationship, like, okay, come here, just bust it open. Wow. Josh said, talking about SZA snooze. Play the beginning of that song. I don't even know if people understand that she talking about killing somebody for somebody. I had to slow that song down because it's an amazing record. The SZA record. Yeah. You heard the lyrics to this? I ain't trying to pick on nobody, but I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to figure out where to love at. Listen to this.
I do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you.
She going to court?
I do it all and I'm around. You scared to do. I'm not. Long as you joking now in for me. I ain't got it. My business. Do it. Hide the bodies. Long as you dreaming about me. Ain't no
long as she dreaming about
him. I don't got nobody just with you.
All right.
Now. Tell the truth, I look better under you. I can't.
Now this is the good part. I like this part. But she talking about hiding bodies and showing up to court. What kind of boyfriend you got? Who you messing around with? Hey, the hook dope though. But when we come back, Truth Nation, I want to get into some of these stories I got. There's a lot going on in the city. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Talk to these people in terms of how do I register for this program despite my reservations and my previous experiences of rejection?
Yes, I tell anybody and everybody that you can buy a house. It may take somebody longer than the other person depending on what your circumstances is with your credit and income and affordability, but you can purchase a house. The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the first-time home buyer education workshop. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
Immerse yourself in a place where bold ideas are sought after, where all are encouraged to bring their personal flourish. Here, innovation is a way of life. In this city, the beat flows. Together, we're dancing to the rhythm. Forward. Now, it's your turn to grab hold of that energy, where you'll remember not just the meals, the celebrations, or the uncommon coast. What you'll remember is how we made you feel. Come experience Milwaukee, where fresh meets fearless every day.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I wrote this for you, baby.
Oh, wow. This is the love song. This is what they like. Wow. I mean, I ain't knocking it. I mean, if they you know, it's different generations at different times. I remember when I was coming up, my granddaddy was listening to the blues. He was listening to the blues singers. And I guess when the blues came out, a lot of people thought that the blues was the devil. And so, and my grandma was listening to the Mississippi Mass Choir, because she's from Mississippi. And she was listening to a lot of those quartets from the church. And
my sing I Could Go to the Rock?
What, the quartets that my grandma used to
Mississippi one.
The Mississippi Mass Choir?
Don't they sing I Could Go to the Rock?
I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain or something like that. I don't know. It was just my grandma playing the Mississippi Mass Choir, yeah. And my granddaddy was listening to the blues, all of the different blues and jazz. And nobody really was listening to the same thing. Because really, my grandparents was listening to the blues and all of that. My grandma was listening to the Mississippi Mass Choir. I was listening to, back then, the DOC, Boogie Down Productions. You know, I think that when I started listening to KRS-One, Criminal Minded, you know what I mean? It was Digital Underground. Everybody was listening to different things. Now it seems like everybody listening to the same. You don't see the separation on the charts no more. You just see just one or everybody like Lil Wayne. Everybody like any artist is just, even the old people listening to everybody all in one line now. What they say, banging disease. What's that? I'm lost in the chat. But I don't know, when Sexy Red did that and got away with that, I just was like, okay, this generation, they may need some AI. Maybe AI can smooth it all out. A lot of people was using auto-tunes anyway. We don't know. But I want to get to the story before we get too deep. This story been lingering for a couple days. Now, a lot of y'all go to the store if y'all got the EBT card, and y'all get stuff that y'all might cook and go hand out, go get the church, the church do a fish fry, and y'all go use your EBT card to go get the spaghetti and stuff like that. Well, this woman is being charged with fraud for saying that she was using her food stamp card, and making bakery items and selling it. And they said she made thousands of dollars. And now she's on trial. We got the video. We got some audio on this. I want to bring this to the forefront. Let's listen.
Face a possible trial as she's accused of using her bridge card to fund a bakery business. 32-year-old Talia Tenayuke is charged with food stamp felony fraud of more than $1,000. Prosecutors allege Tenayuke made baked goods and offered them for sale on Facebook, making several $1,000s in profit. They contend she purchased those ingredients with her bridge card, which she received through the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Today, a preliminary hearing was held, and Saginaw County District Court Judge Terry Clark bound the case over to Circuit Court. 10A UK remains free on bond.
All right, this is up in Michigan. All right, think about this. You got this card, and you know how to bake. So you get the card, you go bake the food, you sell it, and you make a couple $1,000s from the ingredients. Now they finna charge her for fraud. What about trying to rise yourself up out of poverty? So you can't. I mean, it's like she made a profit, DJ Brother Z, so to feed her family. A lot of people weighing in. You're not supposed to use the card to bake anything and sell it. How would they know this? But you know what? You know what I thought? When you go and use that card, it keeps track of everything, a list of everything you buy. Once you swipe the card, you get a receipt. And I think the card could keep track. So she was buying all these bakery ingredients. All they got to do is go look at the card and see, or do the card store that kind of information? I don't know. Or does it just see a total? You swipe the total, and it's not the individual individual items. Abstract says somebody told on her. Somebody told on her. I remember that the two girls that went on the show, and the other girl admitted that she was using her food stamp card on the show, and the city of Milwaukee charged both of them for fraud because they was on the show, and I think it was some kind of, if I'm not mistaken,
like Judge Mathis,
some kind of judge show
or something.
Yeah, and the girl was like, I used the food stamp card, or she got my food stamp card, and the DA from Milwaukee saw that, or somebody saw the clip, and they got charged for fraud. Y'all better be careful. Y'all cooking for the church cookout. And they found out them hot dogs was bought from the EBT card. That it might be fraud if you was selling the hot dogs for the fundraiser. Because I see a lot of people out there with the hot dog buns and the soda and the juice. And if it was bought with the EBT card, you might be in violation. The contrast says ridiculous pettiness. That's all it was, ridiculous pettiness and jealousy. Yeah, somebody, I'm gonna tell on you. Somebody, hey, you know what? How did you get all these ingredients? You ain't got no money. Well, I went and used my card. Now they went and told on her. Hey. Also, we got another story that I wanted to bring up. This one about, hold on, let me see. It was about the towing. I guess now they have a new law now that they're working on with the towing in the state of Wisconsin. They're saying that state lawmakers pass a bill allowing vehicles to be towed for first offense reckless drivers. They talking about it, they discussing it, and I'm not against it. I'm not against anything that can stop the folks from reckless driving, but you know what I see is that most people who reckless driving, they in stolen vehicles, and it ain't even their car. Now, some people that's reckless driving in their vehicles, but those are the people that went through the registration. But everybody that's out here doing the real extra dangerous stuff, I believe most of the time when I see it, it's mostly in stolen vehicles that they took and then they crash and they jump out and run. But now they're saying state lawmakers are passing a bill allowing vehicle towing for first offense reckless drivers. This is in Madison. Well, if you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got video Let's listen.
Now at 5, a major step toward a stiffer punishment for reckless drivers. State lawmakers passed a bill today that would let officers tow vehicles of first offense reckless drivers. Lighthouse reporter Ben Jordan at the Capitol with the change that helped garner broad bipartisan support.
This bill not only passed the state assembly and the Senate, Governor Evers' office tells me he supports it. This after a minor tweak, letting officers decide whether to tow a reckless driver's car rather than requiring it. Reckless driving expected to come with a new deterrent.
For what, though?
Handing over their keys and watching their car get towed away.
We're seeing more and more deaths. We're seeing more and more police chases.
State Senator and Milwaukee Democrat LaTanya Johnson knows the struggles officers have faced enforcing the state's current reckless driving tow law. It requires the reckless driver to be the owner of the car they're driving and a repeat offender with unpaid tickets. The new bill simplifies things, making it enforceable on a first or subsequent offense, regardless of whether they have unpaid fines or if they own the vehicle.
Did you have any reservations about taking this next step from the current reckless driving tow law?
I did, because there's always a concern for unintended consequences. But when you see situations like the street takeovers, making sure that our streets are safe for everybody is extremely important.
Well, I think reckless drivers are going to think twice about operating recklessly.
State Senator and Racine Republican Van Wangard helped write the bill.
That's one thing, but anybody who would allow somebody to operate a vehicle they own, that they don't have a good relationship, that maybe they're not as trustworthy, maybe they'll think twice about loaning that vehicle out.
This legislation would require municipalities to pass an ordinance in order for officers to utilize it. Reporting at the state Capitol building, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.
First of all, if you're drinking and driving, reckless driving is anytime you get behind the wheel and get careless. Let's put that out there. Because this is in Madison, and I don't like when they got this new bill, but it's targeted to the north side of Milwaukee. That's it. Like, Milwaukee, they be on the slide, be passing stuff just to get, Milwaukee is majority black, 40%. Okay. So many times when I see this, I just want it to be for everybody. I don't mind this bill. I don't mind it. If you get behind the wheel and you put other people's lives in jeopardy by speeding, acting reckless, I believe this should be across the state of Wisconsin. I believe it should be a bill that is functioning across the state of Wisconsin. But notice they was like each they're going to pass it in Madison, but each town has the choice to make the ordinance. Okay, so it's coming right here. It's coming to Milwaukee. There's no question. It's coming right here. But reckless driving happens all over the place. Yeah, we got the street takeovers. Yeah, I'm for it. I am for it. But let's not just make it seem like it's just in one area. That's all I'm saying. They got the red lights coming here. Okay, so pretty soon it's going to be red light cameras. Your car for to get towed, reckless driving, and they're saying the car is going to get towed even if you let somebody borrow your car. So now you got to make sure that the person that's borrowing your car is not out here acting reckless, because then they're going to tow the car. You're going to have to pay the fine to get the car out. Just so next time you can be more cautious of who you can allow to drive your vehicle with the lead foot. You didn't let your friend with the lead foot drive the car. So this is a lot. DE says, so what if you turn in front or cut someone off and they call the police giving them your license plate and say you was reckless driving? It can happen.
Hey.
That could be a gray area. How would the police even know you was reckless driving if they don't see it? If it's a police shortage.
Bruh.
So if somebody see the car and you swerving, and they get a license plate and you park at the house and they trace it to your house and you look outside and is the car going to be missing? Oh, it's at the tow lot because somebody called and said that you was out here reckless driving. So is that going to have to come from citizens, the reckless driving report, or is it going to have to come from the police actually seeing you do it in the act? I'm interested. Hey, look, y'all. Hey, I drive like a grandpa anyway. It ain't gonna do nothing to what I'm doing. I don't drive like that. Liz Brown always get talk about I drive like a grandpa. At least I ain't gonna get no red light ticket. The car ain't gonna get towed. I'm the person that you can let drive the ride. It's gonna come back. It's gonna be all right. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
School's back in session. Kids have their backpacks, school supplies, and new clothes. But are you ready as a parent? Families are the single most important factor in a child's academic success. This year, get to know your child's teachers. Stay engaged with their learning. Don't be shy about asking questions along the way. Because as a parent, you are your child's first and most important teacher. Learn more about how City Forward Collective is helping families, students, and schools thrive at cityforwardcollective.org.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
What was the life change? You know, we all know it happened and we know things happen and you have bad kidneys, but what was the life change afterwards?
A couple things. Before they even allow you to get on the list, they make you go through a battery of tests. And, you know, a lot of people don't qualify because they're overweight or they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things are requirements before you can even get approved to be on the list. So I had...
Wait, you got to be approved to be on the list?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's interesting. There's a professional athlete or former professional athlete I know right now that has kidney disease and he's on dialysis and he wants to get on the list and he's not accepting all the things you have to do, you know, to get on the list. But yeah, so for me, I spent 30 years in the automobile industry. You know, that's 12, 14-hour days, eating whatever somebody brings you to eat, whatever you run out and grab, McDonald's, whatever. It was never salads and, you know.
Yeah, but that was a choice, right?
It was a choice. Yeah. But I had to change all of that to even qualify to be on the list. I had to get down to the weight I had to be at. I had to get my phosphorus under control, my potassium under control.
Wait a minute, even though somebody said they would give you a kidney,
absolutely,
you had to still make yourself eligible?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's okay.
When I mentioned the athlete, his relative actually died, and they wanted to take his organs, and they couldn't because he wasn't qualified. He wasn't on the list. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
So there are over 100,000 people on that waiting list. So they are very serious.
And how many donors do we have?
And that's the problem. We don't have nearly enough donors.
Wow.
And that's why it's such a critical need. But they are serious about who they're giving that gift of life to because there are so many people who are literally dying waiting for it.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are heading to the desert to play the Arizona Cardinals, who are now 2-4. Packers currently sit atop the NFC North at 3-1-1. The Brewers lose Game 2 of the NLCS 5-1 as they now have to head to LA. Brewers manager Pat Murphy says don't count this team out.
The one thing is you guys might have us counted out, and I understand that. 90% of the teams that have been in this situation don't win the series. But this team has been counted out a lot this year, and I think there's some fight left in them, and it'll be a little tougher path, right, doing it on the road, but We swept the Dodgers early in the year on the road.
Game 3 is Thursday at 5:08 p.m. You can listen to the game on 620 WTMJ radio. The Bucks end their preseason with a 3-1 record. They begin the season next Wednesday against the Wizards. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven the Truth. Tory Lowe Show. This the first AI. This was, I guess Milli Vanilli was. Somebody else was, it wasn't even their voice. But this was a hit record. I don't even, they said that they got exposed because they got on stage and the song skipped. And then they ran off stage. But I don't know. The industry have always tried trickery and tried to, get the audience to like kind of like an artificial idea. We're going to keep an eye on this AI with the artists. We're going to see how far it go. But I can't believe, even when we was coming up, when we saw Milli Vanilli, everybody liked the Milli Vanilli. They was tall, they had dreads, they looked good, they was doing the weird dances, but they couldn't sing. So, and I remember it was a lady that was complaining, I think it was on a song, I think she was kind of overweight. And I forget what song it was. And they I think it was I Got the Power or a CC Music Factory or something, where they took her out and put a lady that was lip singing her part because she was overweight. Like they liked her voice. What's somebody help me in the chat? What song was that where was it Snap? I Got the Power, or it was one of those songs back in the day where the woman could really sing, but they didn't want to use her look. But for a long time, they've been trying to shift things around. But with this AI, they're going to have everything that they want. Let's say you're a rapper and you ain't got the budget. Well, now you can generate the video girls and the fake watches in the cars and everything. You just put it in AI. I don't know. It might be powerful for some of y'all that ain't got the budget, but we going to see. We going to keep an eye on this. Do you got an AI generator? Because I don't, when I look at these AI generated things of Martin Luther King, I think I feel some type of way. When I see Kobe and what they doing, because some of those people that making those videos, they could be racist a little bit. They just doing it through the AI generator. We up there sitting back laughing at it. But I don't think no brother would have did that with the historic figures like that. But I think it's disrespectful. I for some reason, it just ain't fitting right in my spirit with these AI generated ideas of black historical figures doing things that they didn't even stand for or wouldn't even do. Okay, LL Cool J Doing It Wild, they saying that could possibly be the song. Yeah, that where they put another woman in the song that didn't fit, the sex symbol type idea. But I want to get back into this AI thing. Walmart. We trying to find some video. This Walmart have merged with AI, And Walmart, this is what the article said. This is what the article that I'm reading says. Walmart partners with AI, with OpenAI, so shoppers can buy things directly in ChatGPT. We got video on this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
GPT are teaming up, the nation's largest retailer, announcing a new partnership with OpenAI today. That means customers will soon be able to use the app to help them shop. NBC News business and data correspondent Brian Chung joins us now. Is there anything ChatGPT won't be able to do? So what do we know about this partnership with Walmart? Do we know, what do we know about how it might work?
Yeah, well, Walmart and OpenAI announcing this big splashy announcement. Basically, the idea is that if you use ChatGPT, which increasingly it seems like regular people are doing, well, then you'll be able to shop Walmart through the chatbot. So you could basically type to ChatGPT, hey, by the way, I need some more vegetables, or hey, I need a new pair of pants, and I also need a USB cable to charge my phone. And that would send you to Walmart to then place that order. So this is a way that you don't even need to necessarily go onto the Walmart website to search, knowing that so many people are using ChatGPT these days. One open question is, when will this feature actually be unveiled? They only said soon, so we don't really exactly know when.
So probably not through the Walmart app. It's through the ChatGPT that you get there. Is that what you think?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some chatter that Walmart might integrate OpenAI's ChatGPT onto its website as well. But the big announcement was kind of the use of ChatGPT to shop on Walmart.
So the obvious question is, could we see more retailers trying to do the same thing?
Yeah, well, I think naturally, right? I mean, ChatGPT is the big behemoth in the room. If you think about kind of the way that we shop right now, you enter something into a Google search bar or into your browser, and then you try to search for the item. But now a lot of people are asking regular questions on ChatGPT, and then as they're conversing throughout the day, at some point going, oh, wait, actually, I need something from Walmart. And so the idea here is that this is a major retailer partnering with them. If you're a Target or if you're another large retailer, you're probably thinking, I want to try to partner with them too, because this is the future of the way that people are going to be searching.
All right, not to be a Debbie Downer, but what about the privacy implications?
You go to ChatGPT, oh, I need some food. So do ChatGPT got access to the credit card? So hold on. Wait a minute. So do it got access to your financial? Because if you telling it to go buy something or to go order something, it gotta be able to activate your credit card that you probably got in the phone.
Yeah, you would just have it stored on file already.
Hey, all right. Well, here we go. Ain't that what Alexa was for? Because you don't hear a lot about Alexa no more once they start filing the lawsuit saying that they were saving your conversations and stuff. You don't hear about Alexa no more. It's kind of like it came and went. Do people still use that, Alexa? Or from the lawsuits of them taking the information, they kind of just put a damper on it? But what I'm saying is, here we go. Like ChatGPT, hey, I need 2 shirts. 2 shirts and an orange soda. And by the way, if they got some, some chicken, some hot chicken there, see if they got the hot chicken over there and give me a 4-piece. Is this what they doing? Is this what Walmart is about to do? And then how much are you willing to put into these AI-generated modules? Are you willing to put your financial information in there? Do you trust them to just run the card and put the order in? And because I can see this going with Uber Eats. If they're doing this with Walmart, I can see that you could be online, you could be typing, you could be getting information. Next thing you know, I'm hungry. You know what? Give me a chicken sandwich. Next thing you know, it go through through whatever it go through, and next thing you know, they got somebody knocking on the door 10 minutes later with the chicken basket, with the chicken and the fries and the soda. This is AI. AI is here. AI is here. I think it was a meeting today. We was talking about AI and how we use AI with GKB. Using AI, the future of how to use it. With what we do on a day-to-day basis. Everything is moving to AI. The music, the ordering the food, getting information. It's how far are you with it? I mean, I see generators now, and I didn't lost track, DJ Brother Z. I don't even know. Every day is a new AI kind of module coming out. I think over this weekend, I'm going to get one of those AI generators, because if they're going to start and generate image and likeness, I'm going to start taking control over my own image and likeness. I'm going to try to see if I can put Tory Lowe, in and see what I can do and try to, patent my own stuff. Because that's where it's going. Who would listen to the Tory Lowe show if it was AI generated? Who would listen to that? Who would listen to the Tory Lowe show with all I got to do is type in what I want to say and do you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can get one of those generators and see if I can do a segment, like a little segment see how it look. I'm going to see if we can do that. Just for a segment. I understand the technology coming, but I ain't really it is what it is. But I want to see how it look, DJ Brother Z. If they can take Tupac, if they can take Kobe Bryant, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Michael Jackson, and do all of that stuff, that's crazy. And I think it's disrespectful. Kwana said, I wouldn't, Tory. I can't lie. You too original for that. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, when I see our celebrities, the people that we look up in a certain space, that we have a certain understanding of what they truly meant, being defamed. I just don't like that part. It's crazy that how far we have allowed this technology, and they practicing it. It looked like, well, I don't know, maybe it's in my algorithm, because DJ Brother Z did go get one with Queen in it and Elvis in it and some of the other entertainers in it. I never saw those, so maybe in their algorithms they see Elvis running down the street from the police. I don't know. But I just keep seeing a bunch of Michael Jackson stuff. And I'm wondering, does his estate have a say in it? I don't know. DJ Brother Z. But I do have somebody that knows how to do it. I'm going to reach out to him over the weekend. I'm going to reach out and see what does this look like. Josh says, I don't like it either. It's disrespectful to our ancestors, making jokes from them. That's a great question, Tory. I'll say this. Let's look and see. Because if this is the technology that's going on, how can we take advantage of it? Maybe we need to start dealing with it and controlling the narratives instead of letting other people do it. Maybe we need to take control and get involved if it's not going nowhere. Maybe we need to start taking it and showing what it should look like, and instead of allowing people to do it to us. Maybe we need to go and get it and put out the things that we want to see that reflect more of what we would need to do, or what we would want to do with this kind of technology, because it ain't going nowhere. I agree to that. But I wanted to keep my mouth closed. I don't know what they talking about. Sometimes when I be reading the chat, y'all got 5 different conversations going on in the chat. But if you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017, talk to text 833-212-1017. We've been talking AI. 77, I'm looking to talk to text. 7747 says they replaced Penny for what a woman named Jackie Harris. Oh, that's the one that got replaced in that video. Who was, they said it was a CC Music Factory that they replaced the woman in the video. They said, yes, that group you're talking about is snapped. The woman whose name was Penny Ford, was replaced with another video. They also go on to say ChatGPT will be your online butler. I'm good. Sir Chance in the chat says, Martha Walsh is the name of the woman whose voice they use, but they did not want her in the video because of her size. Yeah, I mean, now that they got AI, now everybody will look perfect. This is where we going with it. Timberland introduced the new concept. I think that was a multi-million-dollar deal, DJ Brother Z. Wasn't that a multi-million-dollar deal? Hey, y'all got to be more careful out here in these streets because maybe one day you might see your boy Tory Lowe. They might have your boy Tory Lowe out here in the AI. Hey, look, when we come back, well, more discussion, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. 1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, 4 lucky businesses will win an opportunity for a monthly spotlight interview. Yes, you will win 3 interviews on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. To sign up for your business's chance to be highlighted on The Truth for 3 months, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Tired of having the wool pulled over your eyes? U.S. Cellular is offering 4 lines for $90 a month with your choice of 4 of the latest phones for free. No trade-in or hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Call Gruber Law Offices. 1 call. That's all.
Come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you, and then they gonna tell you, come here. Now you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress? Do little wiggles.
The slate's coming in. What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
Pollution from trucks is a public health crisis. Diesel-burning trucks belch dangerous levels of pollution, and communities living near ports and along freight corridors breathe especially high levels of this dirty air. But this crisis has a solution. My name is Sasan Sadat, and I work for Earth Justice. I'm working to clean up our air quality, particularly for communities that bear the burden of diesel pollution. For the sake of our lungs, our health, and our climate, the future of trucking in this country has got to be zero emissions. Until then, I will never rest.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Earth Justice is fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. If clean air matters to you, visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. Wisconsin lawmakers are passing a bill that would require public schools to ban students from using cell phones in classrooms. Supporters like Republican State Senator Rachel Cabal-Cabrera say that will help students focus.
When we look at polls, 97% of children will utilize their phone at least once a day within the classroom.
Democratic State Senator Melissa Radcliffe worries about communication during emergencies.
Would be a dangerous step backward in ensuring the immediate safety of our children, especially in the wake of recent horrific shootings and crises.
Most school districts across the state have already implemented some form of a cell phone restriction. The bill now heads to the governor's desk. It's an effort to revamp and renovate correctional facilities in Wisconsin. Governor Tony Evers is asking for the State Building Commission to release $15 million for the state budget to help state-run prisons. The release of the funding would help close down Green Bay Correctional Institution, Copper Lake, and Lincoln Hills schools. The funding would also help with the development of adding space to other state facilities and help establish vocational programs for inmates nearing their release date. The State Building Commission plans to meet on October 28th. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin has paused abortion services at the Milwaukee, Sheboygan, and Madison locations due to the Big Beautiful Bill. OBGYN and former congressional candidate Dr. Kristen Leary says this.
Family planning, it's STI screening for sexually transmitted infections, it's contraception, it's cancer screening, it's preventive care, so much other stuff. The way that the bill was written would take down Planned Parenthood clinics all across the country. And we don't want our patients who need all of these other services, who rely on these other services.
About 4% of Planned Parenthood services are abortions. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live From American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, the movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Now, today after the show, we have a dealing with a family that they say that their loved one was gunned down in the city of Milwaukee near Val Phillips and Clark. LaShawn, this happened October 12th, 2025 at around 4 p.m. We have a family member on the lines, Sunshine. How you doing, Sunshine?
Hi, I'm doing okay. You know.
Now, the family is offering a reward for anybody with information that would lead to an arrest and conviction for what's going on with your loved one, LaShawn. Tell the audience what's happening right now.
So my nephew was shot in the back of his home on Sunday around 4 o'clock, and we're just trying to figure out who would do something like this to him. LaShawn, known as Man, known as Big Teddy, he's no criminal background. He's not that type of guy. He works at Potawatomi. He was just a good person, and we have a $25,000 reward just to try to get some type of information on who is this person that did this to my nephew.
And when we talk about having these type of situations happen, when these type of situations happen to people where their loved one has been gunned down, did y'all ever think that this would be the case coming toward the end of 2025?
No, he just celebrated his 33rd birthday. Worked hard. He spent time with his family on his days off. We just all came from Vegas. His mother got married there, and this was so unexpected. We never thought in a million years that this would happen to him.
Has anybody reached out to the family to try to assist in getting justice for your loved one? Any kind of groups, any kind of organizations? Who's working with the family?
No, just the detectives so far are working on the case, but that's it. No other sources.
Wow. And this happened where he lived?
Yes. In the back of his home.
In the back of his home. So he was in the backyard?
He was going to his car. So he has like a parking slab back there. He was going to his car.
So do you think that this was something that was done intentionally, or he was a victim of somebody else somewhere, something happened and he just caught something that was going on?
We're not sure.
Okay.
We don't know.
Well, once again, Truth Nation, we have a family that has a call to action. LaShawn Kristen, a.k.a. Man, a.k.a. Big Teddy, lost his life Sunday, October 12th, 2025, on a 2600 block of Val Phillips and Clark. There is a $25,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction. What do you want to tell the community right now? What do you want the community to know?
I just want for the word to be spread. For if anyone knows anything, reach out to us. Let us know. We, as you know, we are offering a cash reward. We just want justice for him, and we just want everyone to talk about it. Mm-hmm. They'll be anonymous. All they have to do is just reach out. We have the number posted everywhere. The number is 414-793-2169. Again, that's 414-793-2169. We'll remain anonymous. We just need to know who did this.
There will be, the family is holding a prayer visual. Let people know about that as well.
Yeah, so we're having a balloon release today at 5 o'clock. And his address, it's just it'll be family there.
Right. And I'll definitely be there with you and working on trying to bring some resolve to the situation. And I appreciate the family for fighting. You know, many times when we talk about tragedy striking when it comes to a loved one, many times the family have to get out here and get to work to try to resolve something that's tragic that took place, especially when it comes to homicide in the city of Milwaukee. Many times the family have to organize and get the community awareness up so they can get information to find out what actually took place, because many times we weren't even there.
Yes.
Well, I thank you for calling in, Sunshine. Is there anything else that you want the community to know?
No, I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And I will see you today at 5.
Okay, see you there.
All right, God bless you. Once again, we have a situation to call to Action Truth Nation. LaShawn Kristen was shot October 12th, 2025 at 4 p.m. on the 2600 block of Val Phillips and Clark. We'll be outside this evening at 5 o'clock outside his home. And I'll tell you this could happen to anybody in the community. And I saw a post where the mayor made on his Facebook, and I screenshotted it. He said that the city is becoming safer. He said that the city was becoming safer. This is what he said.
Really?
This is what he said. This is what he said. I'm not, this ain't got nothing to do with me. This is what he's telling folks. And every day I get families that are fighting to try to fight for justice for their loved ones. And there is brothers and sisters out here on the front lines that are working to help and deal with these families. This is why I always ask every family who is assisting them in trying to fight for justice. And they'll tell you, for a long time, the Ghost Advocates was out here. I don't know what was going on with the Ghost Advocates or not, but this family, once again, requesting for me and Truth Nation and everybody in the community to come and assist as they fight for justice for somebody that was struck down, a loved one that was struck down in the city. And every day I get requests from people saying, hey, Tory, look at this. Look what happened. Look what happened to my loved one. We need you to help. We need the community to get involved. And so when somebody outright says, especially from the mayor's position, that the city is getting safer, I'm thrown back. I'm thrown back because I'm just trying to get us in a better space, and we can't get there being delusional. That's all I'm gonna say. And you can't let people feed you information that you can't see outside the window. Like, when I'm in better ran neighborhoods, ain't nobody got to tell me that the community's safe. Matter of fact, if you got to say that the community's safe, 9 times out of 10, it ain't safe. If you got to say it, DJ Brother Z, have you ever walked into better ran neighborhoods and you walk out there, ain't nobody talking about safety? Because they feel it. They got the door unlocked. You can feel safety. You can't talk about safety. If you're talking about safety, something ain't right. Something ain't right. That's all I'm gonna tell you. If you gotta say that things are getting better, chances are it ain't getting better. Because when it's better, it's just better. You thinking about other stuff. We got Al on the lines. How you doing, Al?
Hey, I know you said you be in better ran neighborhoods. Those better ran neighborhoods you talking about, is it next to no blacks?
No, it's black people in better ran neighborhoods too. I've been all over in all kinds of neighborhoods with all kinds of cultures.
Are you just talking about in Milwaukee?
No, I'm talking about any better ran neighborhood. They're going to act like it's safe because you're going to see it. They're going to leave the doors unlocked. They're going to have the car. They're not going to have that high level of security that they have to operate in when it's unsafe.
Yeah, and then I know about those neighborhoods too as well. People are not acting like stupid, dumb monkeys. And people are not crying over the people that's committing the crime.
Right.
They're usually trying to turn those people in. I just wanted to ask, because I know there's a few places here, I'm not going to give out the location, where it's some very nice communities, but I also know You don't have no low-income housing. You don't have no Section 8. You don't have no Kia boys. And, yes, they keep their Corvettes outside and their Kias with no keys in it, and nobody is sitting here talking all that nonsense. So that's just what I was just asking. But
I was saying that. Hold on, Al, check this out. I was scrolling, and I saw that on Cavalier Johnson page, he said that Milwaukee's becoming a safer place. And
it can be, but some of our people got to stop acting like stupid.
Right. But what I'm saying is, let's just not be delusional about what's going on here. Let's get to it. Let's get to it and make it. So
that's true too, and I will also say Cavalier Johnson needs to speak out to the black community and say, why is you sitting outside with your daughter sitting in the car with a half pint and watching her fight? Because, see, it's not really the kids, it's some of these parents. See, maybe they need to put that black velvet down. Maybe they need to stop, wearing them 1-inch ponytails and waiting on them welfare checks and them disability checks and got the kids acting like they get all messed up in the head. Because, see, when you put your kids on them crazy checks, they're not considered adults until they're 25. And I do know from what I have been seeing in the black community, a lot of these issues it's coming because some people don't want to do right, and then it flux you on to the kids, and then when everything goes south, then everybody want to run to Christ they late years in life. But I do think we can have that in our communities, but it starts at the root of the family. And I hope y'all listening, because some of y'all kids is growing up to be monkeys and little nickel whores.
Oh wow!
And you can't blame that on the neighborhood, and you can't blame that on God. You blame that on you, the Creator. Sometimes just say no.
No.
Plan B pills is only $49, and abortions is $500 if you do it within 6 weeks. Have a great day.
Oh, wow. Bye-bye. Oh wow. We got Brian on the lines. Brian, how you doing, brother Brian?
I'm good. I gotta say, I can't blame Cavalier about the crime in the city of Milwaukee.
No, I just said what he said. I ain't blame nobody. I just said I saw the post.
What he was talking about? He was talking about petty crime. He wasn't talking about murder, because he know murder is up 110%. But, that's unfortunate that happened to that brother. But there are some great neighborhoods in Milwaukee. I live in one of them, and they used to call it the Wild 100s. But
you live out there on Mill Road. You live out there by Mill Road then?
Yeah, I'm out between 113th and 132nd.
Okay.
It's the best kept secret in Milwaukee. Okay. We got mansions.
Well, now you
done
told the secret. Now you done told it. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, well, I want more people to come out here and buy houses out here.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's getting kind of lonely out here, to be honest with you. But
okay,
but
that's
yeah,
what's up.
Our section out here is completely crime-free, petty crime-free, all of that out here.
Okay.
And it's all black.
And that's Brown Deer. That's not Milwaukee. Is that Milwaukee or still Brown Deer?
No, it's Milwaukee.
Okay.
It's Milwaukee. It's right behind 7 Days Adventist Elementary School.
Okay.
Best kept secret in Milwaukee. But it's a lot of property areas out here, a lot of houses out here for sale. But, there's a lot of good areas in Milwaukee.
That's what's up. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't believe that the north side is getting safer. I don't believe that. I mean, and I deal with it. So I'm going to tell you, it's some good neighborhoods in patches. Because I get to go there, too. I get to see everything. It's nothing off limits. I'm just saying, overall, if you don't heal the nucleus, it's going to start affecting the outskirts. So you got to get in and start affecting the nucleus. And like I told people at the beginning of this show, we got to start doing our part as citizens as well. I say we got to start flipping the mentality from having these low vibration ideas to having a higher vibration of idealism that allows us to fight against anybody harming innocent life. I talk about it all the time. But are we making that shift? Hey, look, when we come back, We'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this.
Congratulations. Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away.
Aww.
So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Join the Truth next Friday night as the Hilltoppers look to finish the season strong as they take on the Germantown Warhawks. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Any man wish death upon me. Lord have mercy. Blood in my door, and I can't see. I'm trying to be
Crispy chicken just keeps getting better at Cousin Subs. Try the crispy chicken basket, complete with 3 white meat tenders and regular fry. A meal easy made, and for the little ones, the kids meal come with 2 crispy chicken tenders, applesauce, a juice box, and a cookie, just the right size for a growing appetite. Made with quality chicken and ready to enjoy in-store, online, or on the app. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only around for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. That was the 50 Cent Mini Men. They made it like a 80s, like it was like a Motown song. This is the 50 Cent Mini Men that AI turned into a kind of like a 80s type vibe. Turn that up a little bit. Let me hear this.
All is
wow. It sounds like a gospel record. And now, is that uncopyrighted?
I mean, it's AI, so.
Maybe we can, maybe we may not get no strikes if we use the AI generator. I'm just playing. But I want to talk about this before we get too far into the show, too late into the show. The Milwaukee County Transit System considers cutting bus routes. We talked about this yesterday and raising fares, but bus passengers voiced concerns. TMJ4 did an article on just people having concerns about them raising the fares. And I wanted to bring this to the front of Truth Nation because a lot of y'all, family members still catch the bus. And this is going on. They're talking about raising the fare for the bus rides. So y'all can either speak now or forever hold your peace. You don't have to always sit back and let things happen. They're talking about it, so this is the time to write the county executives, the county, some of those elected officials at the county, and let them know how y'all feel about this. We got some video if you're watching this. We broadcast live. Let's listen.
Multiple bus routes could be eliminated and fares could go up under the Milwaukee County Transit System's 2026 budget proposal. I'm Meryl Hubbard in Milwaukee talking to bus riders about how these changes could impact their day-to-day.
Yep, it'll affect them people that have to go to work.
The Milwaukee County Transit System is facing a $14 million budget deficit as federal COVID relief funds run dry. With this, MCTS officials are considering modifying multiple routes and eliminating 6 of them, including the 20, 28, 33, 34, 55, and 58. Kevion White lives on the north side of Milwaukee, and he uses the 34 to get to his doctor's appointments downtown.
34 bus would be the first bus I'll take in the morning, to catch my appointments. I probably have to get my own car, probably ask people for a ride.
Downtown, Mark Thatcher used the bus system to get to his medical appointment. He says he's always had a good experience using public transit, but is disappointed to hear of potential cuts.
A reduction in service is never a good thing.
He's already had to adjust to longer walks from previous changes in bus stops.
I've got to walk, sometimes as much as a quarter mile once I get off a bus that I ride. But, it's good exercise, but I'd rather not have to.
Along with routes on the chopping block, the MCTS budget summary says bus fares could go up from $2 to $275 per adult. Bus fares haven't increased since 2007.
It's one of those things that you got to be sort of just put up with it. An extra buck or two every time you ride. Again, that's a case of budgeting.
It really ain't nothing just to get on the bus.
Cut
So
the
that
routes, y'all. Look, I can only let y'all tell y'all this thing. I mean, when you see conversation, I can only. This is why I'm trying to hold back, because many times when they have to have these deficits, they got to, they say it's the budget, but it's a lot of this from mismanagement and what's going on. How did it get to a deficit? What, is money being mismanaged causing it to be a deficit sometimes? But like I said, if y'all, speak now, forever hold your peace. If y'all got something to say, hit your county executives up, hit your elected officials up on the county side and see what they could do. Or if you got a bus route that you want to keep, let them know. We got Flo on the lines. How you doing, Flo?
Hi, how are you doing?
How you doing, Queen?
I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, how everything going over there with the? They got the FEMA now.
Oh yeah, FEMA did good for me.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to come over there and see.
Yeah, we want you to come. All right, but anyway, the reason I was calling you, I saw an article where there was riders getting on the buses and they was not paying.
Right.
They would get on the bus and just walk straight to a seat and sit down. And that was not just 100 people. There were like millions of people doing that. And it was on every route in Milwaukee. So why would they complain about the fares going up when they get on the bus and don't pay anyway?
So I think that now you're going to have to pay You ain't gonna be able to ride the bus for free. I think like a while back they said that if it's something that's going on or where they can't deny somebody from getting on the bus for and walking in for free. So I think that people took advantage of that.
They did. They very much took advantage of it because they would just get on the bus and just walk straight on back and have a seat.
Yeah,
They wouldn't pay a dime.
And I think that happened around. If I'm not, accurate, I think most of that was like around like 2020 where that started happening, where they was.
It happened this year too.
I'm talking about like when it first started, where people was getting on the bus free, and it was like I think it was like something where they couldn't put you off the bus if you was trying to ride the bus for free.
Yeah, the bus
at least that's when I heard about it.
They was afraid of getting beat up.
Right. So yeah, that was going on.
All I wanted to say about that.
Well, thank you,
But I can't wait for you to come over and have to smoke turkey legs with us.
Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you. I got the before picture. I want to see the after.
Oh, you gonna like what you see.
Well,
Rodney did it good.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's powerful, Miss.
Yeah, he did it good.
That's powerful. I can't wait to see. All you gotta do is let me know. I'm over there.
I'll let you know as soon as they finish with it.
All right, Queen. Thank you for tapping in.
Yeah, FEMA did me good, and so did my insurance company.
Powerful.
All right, Tory. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, look, like I said, I appreciate my elders when they come calling, I come running. But there's also another story I want to get out the way about a little girl that got dropped off in front of a daycare. And they're saying that she got dropped off in front of this daycare, but it was closed. Some kind of miscommunication with the kid being dropped off and the daycare being open. Last year, it was a couple situations like this. I had to deal with. But they're saying that a 6-year-old Milwaukee girl was left outside a closed daycare after being dropped off by a bus driver. Let's listen.
The bus driver left her outside a closed daycare.
Fox 6's Rhea Jones spoke with the child and her family who say they want to see accountability from the bus company here, Bria.
That's right, Ben, Mary. It turns out the daycare was closed for today's federal holiday. When that child was dropped off, the girl's parents say that she started walking along Fond du Lac Freeway in tears. Now, thankfully, she knew her mother's number by heart when a stranger stopped to help.
I'm really smart, so I had to tell her my mom's phone number.
6-year-old Mariana Jones is the hero of her own story.
Everyone was just ignoring me. I was screaming, crying for my life.
Monday, the first grader at Samuel Clemens Elementary School was dropped off around 3:15 p.m. at Precious Blessings Learning Center. But the daycare was closed for a federal holiday.
I was ringing the doorbell like 4 or 5 times.
Her family says a bus driver with Safeway Transportation Services, a vendor for MPS, pulled off, leaving Jones alone along Fond du Lac Freeway.
I got scared because I thought someone gonna creep up to me.
Luckily, within 10 minutes, a good Samaritan stopped to help and called Jones's mother, who was at work.
I'm just grateful that somebody was, paying attention to my daughter, saw that didn't look right, that she was young and she was crying.
Cordessa Stewart says due to miscommunication, she didn't realize the daycare was closed and believes the bus company could have done more.
They could have at least waited a little minute to make sure she was retrieved by an adult. She could have been hit by a car. She could have been snatched up by anybody.
Jones's grandmother, a bus driver for a different company, says she went to Safeway but was dismissed.
Their attitude was like, oh, well, it happened, we don't care.
Oh, wow.
It's drop and go. She's 6. Kids aren't partial packages. They're precious cargo.
In a statement, Milwaukee Public Schools says in part, when students are being dropped off at a child care site, our procedure for the bus driver is not to leave until someone has received the child at the drop-off site. MPS also says they're grateful the child is safe and they're working to figure out exactly what happened in this case. Now, we also reached out to Safeway. They told us they did not have a comment.
Oh, wow. Well, thank God that this young girl was able to use her critical thinking skills and comprehension skills and get herself in a space where a good Samaritan can help her, and she knew the mother's number. So that could have went a lot of different ways, DJ Brother Z. Thank God it didn't. When we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources, Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
So you telling me that you can make lobster tail and crab legs, it will still taste like a lobster tail and crab legs, but they vegan?
Let me tell you, and my customers can testify to this, I can make vegan chitlins.
Now, come on. I don't know what chitlins taste like because it's been about 40 years since I had them.
I love them.
But you can do that.
My best customers for my vegan chitlins are those people who still eat meat.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth. Come in with straight truth.
Even the police department arguing over their little 12% that they want, and it's a shortage. Okay, I think at some point the people got to start using common sense. It ain't nothing personal. It's something that's community. That's it. And a lot of people try to deflect and make it personal. That's how you know they ain't doing nothing, because they try to make it personal. But really, it's about the conditions of the neighborhood, the conditions of the residents, the safety quality, the public safety ideas. Are we getting that? Are we using the taxpayers' dollars the best way we can to make a difference, to become a resource for everybody in the family to thrive? Is that happening? Yes or no? And if it's not, then you switch the coach. You get a different philosophy on the people. That's it. When times are tough, you need people to roll up their sleeves and get to work. When everything is working well, you sit back and you let it coast. You can't coast and things are bad.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app. Milwaukee Black Talk.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Ariel Investments founder and co-CEO John Rogers says he's starting to notice more action in deal making.
When you look and see the reports from some of the large investment bankers like Goldman Sachs, they're saying they're really feeling that CEOs are starting to feel really comfortable looking for new transactions, looking for ways to add value for shareholders. It's a completely new environment. And it was the exact opposite. 2 years ago, you would talk to a CEO and they would just tell you, we can't do anything. None of these deals will ever get approved by the FTC or get through the government. It's just a complete sea change.
That's Rogers speaking to Bloomberg at an event in Chicago. The optimism for mergers and acquisitions is a big turnaround from the Biden administration. Ariel Investments has over $13 billion in assets under management and prides itself on being one of the largest and most prominent black-run firms on Wall Street. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers are heading to the desert to play the Arizona Cardinals, who are now 2-4.
Packers currently sit atop the NFC North at 3-1-1. The Brewers lose Game 2 of the NLCS 5-1 as they now have to head to L.A. Brewers manager Pat Murphy says don't count this team out.
The one thing is you guys might have us counted out, and I understand that. 90% of the teams that have been in this situation don't win the series. But this team has been counted out a lot this year, and I think there's some fight left in them, and it'll be a little tougher path, right, doing it on the road, but we swept the Dodgers early in the year on the road.
Game 3 is Thursday at 5:08 p.m. You can listen to the game on 620 WTMJ radio. The Bucks end their preseason with a 3-1 record. They begin the season next Wednesday against the Wizards. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Southern the Truth. Tory Lowe. So DJ Bugsy, what is this?
The Mississippi Choir.
Mississippi Mass Choir. I knew this was what my grandma used to listen to. My grandma used to listen to the Mississippi Mass Choir. I almost had me want to bob my head like my grandma. We got that little bob to it. Hey, joining me on the lines is advocate author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. Happy Hump Day.
How you doing, Queen? Hey, we was talking about the AI singing, the AI entertainment now that's going on. Timberland just released an artist out here, an AI artist. And, could AI talent ever replace the real human talent?
No. We have to make sure we understand media and the entertainment. When we look at, the individuals that they have allowed, again, human entertainers, a lot of the entertainers that we're seeing is not even the best entertainers. They're the chosen entertainer to promote and make it seem like one thing when it's really another. And especially on our side of it, because again, when you look at unsung and you see all of these individuals who got the fame and not the fortune, and then they wind up dying broke, the promotion of what it is that they're putting out here is above and beyond egregious. They're able to manipulate and do certain things, especially for our community, because we've seen it. The Sexy Reds, the Sassy Santanas, what I'm saying? Like, when we think about how they have manipulated certain things even before this and then put a human face to it, a lot of that, again, like we're learning right now with, these individuals that I call the misleadership, who have, quote unquote, the credentials, or the individuals who are put in place is not put in place because they're the best to do the job. They're the best to sit and act like they're doing the job and keeping the people entertained and misled. So again, we continue to roam in the wilderness for another 300 years. So I think it's, again, AI is going to be what it is, but at the same time, I think it's a pivotal time for us to make sure that we understand the logic of what they did with the real people. So the manipulation with the AI and who's controlling it, who has the ability to control it, what's their agenda? Because it's definitely going to be an agenda. We also know with AI that it's biased as well, especially when it comes to, Black individuals, people of color, however you want to do it, because, again, it's manipulated from the thought processes of whoever putting the data inside these systems. That being said,
I see an artist that they signed to a multi-million-dollar deal, an AI artist that charted on Billboard, Xiana Monet. Is that how you say that, DJ Brother Z?
I have no idea.
They said this song charted on Billboard. number 22.
No post, no tags, no midnight test. Just loyalty.
They say this is AI generated.
Bit of respect before everybody knew your business. Before who you with turned suspicious.
Okay, so I want to know just who getting paid.
They said they got it right here. They're saying that it was created by a 31-year-old Mississippi native poet and designer, Talisha Jones, using Suno.
Okay, I would love to, have a conversation, behind that, because one thing for sure and two for certain, we know that somebody else had the patent. And we usually just, get that small piece of recognition. At the end of the day, King, I just say, we have to be very aware, and we seem to have, a very short memory when it comes to, new things. Everybody be excited and they forget about what we just came out of. So I would just say, for me, I would be weary of it, especially coming out of the belly of the beast of what we've just been exposed to when it came to, the music industry and how people had to get down or they wouldn't be able to be quote unquote famous. Absolutely. So it's for me, it's a no-go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a no-go for me because, the line is so blurred when it comes to AI, and then you had individuals, again, a lot of us, we know that AI can copy our voices. Remember that we were dealing with the scamming that was going on, that if you answer the phone, all they needed was that to call your loved ones and tell them that you were in danger.
Right.
I mean, it's a Pandora's box. And we need to make sure that we not in la-la land like, whoopee, when we know it's a double-edged sword.
Right.
So.
And I think that many times we have to get involved in the early stages so we can control a lot of the narratives, and we can't expect other people to control the narrative that we want.
Absolutely, and you are absolutely correct about that. But we also know how America is set up, and usually when the regular folk get wind of it, somebody else already in control of it.
Right.
When we think about when they started legalizing weed, when we think about, the nursing homes, when we think about the trucking, we were always on the back end of that. And then when we catch wind of it, they've been locked everything up. Mm-hmm. Where, there's no wiggle room, again, for us to, quote unquote, get in, because they know that, we are heavy consumers. It's just like the, beauty supply stores, the people that they selling it to, we are big consumers of it, but none of us own none of it, because, again, these they group up and lock us out. So we have to make sure that we stand vigilant, like you stated, and try to maneuver or put people in place that will, again, not sell us out, but get us a seat at the table. Absolutely.
Hey, also, there was a new policy that they're working on that first-time reckless drivers will have their vehicle towed. They're trying to pass this ordinance for reckless driving. I want to get your opinion on that.
I mean, to be honest, Tory, I just don't know where we thinking policing, again, now we're at the mercy of a police officer and what they consider reckless driving, and we already know where that's going. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we already know where it's going. First offense. Like, it's just crazy to me that the only option that individuals have when it comes to our community is police, lock it up, charge them, extra charge them, tax them, give them a ticket, and nothing is getting better. At the end of the day, the reactionary tactics, and because, again, the same people who probably sitting on this ordinance is the same individual who came up with, during the pandemic to give out tickets to parties that was bigger than, 10. When Michael Mattioli threw the party, he never got, the $1,000 citation. So again, who is it working for? Who's behind this? And this is why we have to be really pivotal about the individuals who are out there rallying for these bills and, sitting in these rooms and making these decisions. Because again, to me, like I said, I don't think it benefits the people. First offense, getting your car towed or whatever. But again, there is a slippery slope again with the definition of what reckless driving is. And then for them to put that in the hands of the police, who we know, one, again, there's a shortage. Two, that there's bias in the city of Milwaukee, always will be. And I mean, with that being said, King, hey, we got to do better.
And so pretty soon, this is how it's going to look. Pretty soon they're going to try to have a red light camera and the towing of the vehicle for reckless ideas. So these are some things that seem like this is what the 2026, at some point, these two ideas that we're talking about now will be in play.
And again, like I stated, we're talking about being policed as a community. So we just had the instance of the young man in West Allenz who drove his mother's car to work. Okay, we had that conversation that her place was suspended, but he didn't run. He just went. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened in those instances? Because we have to not forget that, first of all, the Mario Brother Kart set up, the way they got the streets set up, what is the definition of the reckless driving, one? Two, who, again, we already know that the police is going to be on their judgment on what they consider that. But then again, at the same time, that's more money. More money.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like, again,
if you got the lead foot, you may want to back it up a little bit.
Hey,
if you driving with the lead foot, you may want to, get something done, where you can be lighter on the pedal. When we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts. Truth Nation, stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
So let me ask you, when the government, and again, I'm doing the air quotes, tightens the belt, who's standing underneath the belt when it snaps back?
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Don't want you to agree. Honestly, should I be transparent? I don't really care if you agree. I, like you, want to be heard.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 1017 The Truth.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. To learn more about how you can take your first steps in buying your forever home, visit associatedbank.com/lending. That's associatedbank.com/lending. Or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
Don't let a trade-in get in the way of the phone you want. Now you can get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in required, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Join Marketplace Wisconsin on December 10th and 11th, where contract-ready small businesses meet buyers, partners, and mentors. Register now at marketplacewisconsin.com. That's marketplacewisconsin.com.
For general contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make a daughter cry. I apologize.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. on Between the Tory Lowe Show and The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We'll be joined by Alicia, owner of Chef at Tasteful Event Catering. She will discuss her catering company, why you should consider working with them, but also her passion for mentoring young people who want to start a career in culinary arts. So again, that's the Black Business Give Back Spotlight with Tasteful Event Catering this Friday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Elizabeth Brown, let me get your final thoughts on the show today.
I mean, again, you touched on several things, and I think, all of it was on point. It's a pivotal time, whether you believe it or not. We on the other side of what used to be. And one thing for sure and two for certain, that we have to keep an eye on everything. And the bottom line is about, changing your mind to change your life. We can no longer, again, stand docile and believe that what somebody is saying is truly happening. We have to believe the action in which we see that we're a part of every day. Love is an action word, and if you truly about that action, you will just stop running your mouth and get up and get active. Allow your work to speak for itself. You ain't got to tell us it's safe. Show us it's safe.
I agree.
And with that being said, King, it is what it is until it ain't. And then it ain't none of my business.
Right. That's what they told me. Keep it moving.
Hey.
I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual, Elizabeth Brown. And this evening we got a situation on Clark and Val Phillips with the LaShear that was gunned down October 12th. So that'll be happening at 5 p.m.
Right.
Work today. A lot of work to do as usual.
Hey, you already know. Let's get it, King. One love.
All right. All right, DJ.
To the family.
DJ Brother Z.
All right, Queen. All right, Tory Lowe from what the fuck. Greed don't always mean go. Let's get it.
All right, Truth Nation. Salute to everybody in the chat for joining the show today. Another powerful chat. As usual, I wouldn't expect nothing less. And salute to everybody that joined the show out there in Radio Land. Keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Come in with straight truth.
Everything got a message. I'll say this.